All right, back on trail. There goes my shuttle driver, Pops. I gotta cross over and go up McAfee Knob. There he goes. Oh boy, feeling out. Gotta tell you, I was thinking about staying in that car and going to South Carolina, but we're going to McAfee Knob instead. Let me cross this road, get up the hill, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, it's the official good morning. Across the road, got a little bit of a climb up, and we're back on trail. Today is McAfee Knob and Tinker Cliffs, two of the three of the Triple Crown, Virginia Triple Crown. We did the Dragon's Tooth the other day before I got off trail for a couple days. 2 good days off. I didn't do any videos yesterday. Thought about it. Just needed a break. We went down to, Dad and I drove down, checked out Virginia Tech University. I'd been there before a couple times, but he had never seen it. And then just did some running around, getting some more chores done. Doing about 20 today. Trying to get to Daleville, Virginia. And got a hotel there tonight, right off the trail. It's right at a giant intersection of Route 81. There's a whole lot going on there. And yeah, we'll see how the legs feel. Hip is feeling better. The heel's just going to be a problem the rest of the time. I don't think, unless I take a week or two off, go get a cortisone injection, I don't think the plantar fasciitis is going away anytime soon. So just power through that. Hope it doesn't get worse. And yeah, I will check in with the would you rather. Got to come up with one. I didn't even think about one this weekend, but I will. And we'll show you McAfee Knob, the most photographed place on the AT, soon. See ya. Okie dokie. Time for today's would you rather. We're gonna go in the realm of writing for this one. Would you rather write a novel that is a big commercial success now, kind of a pop culture hit, or would you rather write a novel that a decade from now is sort of looked back upon and taught in high schools as a work of great American literature of its time? So one is more commercially successful, one is more critically successful and enduring. There's probably examples of both over the course of time, but you gotta pick one or the other. And let me know what you think. I'll think about that, and I'll let you know later today. See ya. There's a deer right there. There's one right there. Oh boy. How about that? Almost in that McAfee Knob. They're right in here. A bunch of them, I can hear them. All right, let's go get to this McAfee Knob. Here's more. Hey, buddy. Look at them all. Just hanging around. These two are playing with each other, chasing each other or something. Crazy. That doe does not like that doe. Where the young bucks that don't have their antlers out yet. Look at this. It is crazy. Here it is, McAfee knob. Right there. Awesome. Let's go take a peek. See if somebody here will take my picture for me. Morning. Wow, this is beautiful. All right, so just got some pictures taken by one of those guys. They're all having a little breakfast. But man, is this gorgeous or what? It was 36 degrees when I started. It's warmed up a little bit. It's supposed to go up to 75 today. But man, that's just perfect. Right. No idea what that little lizard is right there. But he's pretty interesting looking. He's checking us out. He moved a little, but now he thinks he's blending in, so we're gonna let him go. Alrighty, here we are at Tinker Cliffs. Wild Game and I have been hiking together since. There's my man Bachelor.
Hey John, what's happening, photos?
What's up, buddy?
Stopping for a snack.
We'll come over there and say hello.
It's a good spot.
Hear those birds?
Ravens.
Ravens, yeah. Look at that. There's my man Photos. He's taking, or my man Wild Game, taking some pictures.
Wild Game with you?
Yes, sir. All right, so we're having a little lunch up on the top of Tinker's Cliff. That right there is McAfee Knob. So we were right there a little while ago and hiked right down that spine all the way along there, right behind Bachelor's Head, and up this hill right here. So here we are, just three guys enjoying
Having a good day.
Beautiful freaking day.
It is a really nice day.
Yeah, it's going up to 75. It's probably in the 60s right now. The wind's not up yet. It's supposed to get windier this afternoon. We're about 9 miles in. Got about 11 to go down to Daleville. This is awesome. Hello, hello. It's 12:20. Just stopped at a shelter to get some water, fill up on some water, chug a liter. I'm 10.6 miles in, and yeah, doing pretty well. Temperatures are awesome. Humidity is down, which is the biggest problem for me, is when it gets too humid. I was just hiking with Bachelor coming down from Tinker's Cliffs. He's stopping at that shelter for a little while longer. There were a couple other guys there. First time thru-hiker that I met, first time I met this guy, his name's Strider. He's from Minnesota. He hiked the Pinhoti Trail to the Benton McKay Trail to the AT. So he put in several hundred miles before he got to the AT. Got to the AT on March 11th, I think he said. So he says he's averaging 20-mile days. So he'll pass me and I won't see him again. But yeah, it's all good. 9 miles to go. I think mostly downhill into Daleville, and we will see how the rest of this goes. But feeling good after the 2 days off. Scored a pair of cheap sunglasses from my dad that he had in his car. Since the canopy is just starting to form, we could see in Roanoke, down at the lower elevations, all the trees have leaves on them. You can see here, I'm getting lower in elevation. I'm at 2,000 feet right now. But at the tops of the mountains, trees are still bare. So I think another week and the green canopy, the green tunnel will be completely formed. Probably won't need sunglasses, but for this week, might need them. So got a pair of cheap sunglasses and my tie-dye-ish kind of shirt. New threads, new day, feeling good. Let's go. Alrighty, I'm about 3.7 miles from Daleville. Just got this great view of this body of water. I don't know what it is. I'll have to look it up. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the water source for the city of Roanoke, given that that's down that direction down there. That might be their airport over there. Don't know. But cool view. Winds are picking up. Cools things off. Feels good. And home stretch. Let's go. Alright, so this is pretty cool. This reservoir is called Carvin Cove Reservoir. I just looked it up on Far Out, but that up there is McAfee Knob. That's where I was earlier today. And I walked all the way across that ledge behind this dead tree here, up there, Tinker Knob. Then I walked all the way down. That might be Tinker Knob actually over there. One of those two is. Then I walked all the way down, around, came around this way, and then through these woods to get here. So I did a big loop, big turn. But you can see everything I covered today. Pretty freaking cool. And that reservoir is pretty nice too. So that's one-time zoom. You can see the distance we covered today. Oh, those ridges. Awesome. Really awesome. Great weather day. My left foot's hurting a little bit. I gotta lace these things up a little better. My toes are smushing against the front on the downhill, so I gotta fix that. But otherwise feeling pretty good. Home stretch, let's go. Okay, so I was right. Just looked it up. Carvin's Cove Reservoir is a 630 pound acre lake that serves as for the drinking water of Roanoke, Virginia. It also is part of a big nature preserve, and they allow fishing and boating on the reservoir, which is interesting for a water supply. But it says it's got largemouth bass, it's got hybrid striped bass, and other panfish. So awesome looking lake. Would love to be down there in a boat doing some fishing, but I'll just have to settle for looking at it. It's kind of off to the left here. It's hard for you guys to see, but I can see it peeking through the trees along this ridge. And yeah, and that's where Roanoke gets its drinking water from. Pretty cool. See you in a bit. Alrighty, about a little more than a quarter mile to go. I'm walking along where they're building some, looks like condominiums or something, apartments along the trail. You can hear the equipment in the background. Today's Would You Rather. Would you rather write a commercially successful novel or something that kind of goes down as a historical piece of literature studied in school for future generations? I'm gonna go. I'm not a huge reader. I read in spurts, but I'm gonna go with the literature. Probably all has to do with this whole notion of, you know, something sustainable, something that's long lasting, leaving a little legacy or something. But I think, I don't know, everybody wants to write the great American novel. I never really thought that I did. I'm not much of a writer. I was always more of a math guy. But if I had to pick one, I'd rather read something that kids might read in college or school, 40 years or 50 years from now, as opposed to being John Grisham, who has massive success, but I don't know how many people are going to be reading John Grisham books 50 years from now. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But that's what I'm going with. Legs feel good. Everything feels good. Feet are a little sore. Getting used to the new shoes. These shoes had about 40 miles on them that I broke them in with before I left home. So they're not brand new, but they don't fit like an old pair of slippers like the ones that had 710 miles on them did. So I'm going to try to get some ice at the hotel and put some ice water in the bathtub and soak my feet maybe for a little bit. But I will check in tomorrow. Thanks, guys.